Hello, everybody. Welcome to Comic-Con 2016. We've got a live crowd here of fans of Hideo Kojima, right? All right. Well, hey, everyone. I'm Geoff Keighley, and we are here at the American Comedy Club in San Diego for a very special event, a special talk with Hideo Kojima about all things Kojima Productions, Death Stranding. We're going to get into it all. It is such an honor to have many of the great fans here. They've submitted questions that we'll also be talking to Mr. Kojima about. But without further ado, it's my honor to welcome someone here to Comic-Con who has done such an amazing job with his games over the years. Of course, many of you saw at E3, he announced his brand new title with Sony Interactive Entertainment, Death Stranding. Did you guys check that out? Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to hear much more about that and many other things. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Hideo Kojima. See you, my friend. That's everything. And can you translate? Yes. It's hot in San Diego. Mr. Kojima. Well, it's so great to have you here at Comic-Con, Mr. Kojima. Welcome. I know I saw you've already had a busy Comic-Con. We saw you on the show floor, having dinner with Norman Reedus, so it's all coming together. Before we get into all the great things we're going to talk about today, I just wanted to ask you, how's Comic-Con been going for you?
コミコ最高です。
Fantastic.
去年来れなかったので、2年ぶりで、本当は6年ぐらいずっと来てたんですけど、ようやく帰ってきたと。そういう感じです。
Last year I wasn't able to come, so it's the first time in 2 years that I come. Before that I was coming. I had come for like six years every year, so yeah, it's good to be finally back here.
And you were on the show floor, I know. You got any booths that you checked out or anything? We saw you had dinner with Norman. What's been fun so far?
いやいや、もう全てが楽しいですよ。街歩いててもゾンビがいっぱいいるし、もう大好物が街中に散乱しているというか、そのブースも見るもの、手に取るもの全部、僕はオタクなんで、究極のオタクなんで、何を見ても楽しいですね。年に1回ですけど、ずっとこういう感じだったらいいかなと思います。
Everything is fun. I mean, I walk in the city and there's zombies, and all my favorite things are spread throughout the city and inside the booth. And I'm a hardcore otaku. I consider myself a real otaku. So it's once a year, but I wish it was like this every day.
So you obviously got to hang out at Comic-Con. We know some fans already seen that you had some toys for the Ludens character at Comic-Con. Started to talk about all these great things after E3. But let's talk a little bit about the Ludens character, which we see behind us, and was really the first imagery that you put out about Kojima Productions after you announced the company. That's right. We can see on the fan here even. We've got the logo and then also the character. So when you first, as we remember in December, you couldn't join us at the Game Awards, but you were then, getting ready to start something new and a new Kojima Productions. And the first thing we heard about was this logo and this character. And I know this had a very deep meaning to you. So could you maybe tell us a bit about, what does this character represent? The idea of, playing in Ludens.
小島プロダクションがどういう集団であるかっていうのを、分かってもらうために考えたのがホモ・ルーデンスっていう、キャラです。
So the whole idea of what kind of group is Kojima Productions is represented in this character Ludens.
最先端のテクノロジーとかを使って、未知なるところに遊びを届けに行くっていうのがコンセプトです。
So the concept is using this top-edge technology, going to the unknown and deliver the play, the fun.
オランダの歴史学者でホジンガという意味ですけど、彼がホモ・ルーデンスっていう考え、遊ぶ人っていう提唱しているんですけど、僕らはホモ・サピエンスですけども、ホモ・サピエンスって道具を使ったりする人っていうことなんですけど、人の進化っていうのはやっぱり遊びがあってこそ人が進化する。で、 しかも最先端のテクノロジーを持ってどんどん遊びを広げていくっていうそういう人でありたいし、そういう人たちと一緒につながりたいっていう思いがあってホモ・ルーデンス、もしくはその From Sapiens to Ludens っていうこのコンセプトでこのマークをまず考えました。
So a scientist in the Netherlands, he proposes this concept of Homo ludens. So we're Homo sapiens, which means the man that uses tools. Now, what this scientist proposes is that we have further evolution through playing, through gaming, through having fun. So the more we play, the more we evolve. And I want to be like this. This is the kind of person I want to be, and this is the kind of people I want to connect with. So I wanted to put this whole concept in Homo ludens, in from sapiens to ludens. That's what I wanted to put in there.
That's obviously a very deep thought behind what you wanted to express and convey with this logo. How did you go about kind of creating this character and this form? I mean, some people are like, oh, it sort of like looked like medieval knight armor. I know you work with Shinkawa. And how did you bring this idea to life?
まずコンセプトを立てて、で新海をしんちゃんにオファーしたのは宇宙服、どんな環境でも入っていける装備、それが宇宙服で、しかもシルエット的には中世のナイトにも見えますし、一応僕ら侍なので侍の末裔なんで侍にも見えるようなシルエットのものを最初しんちゃんにお願いしました。
So I established the concept, I created the concept, and then gave this to Shinkawa, to Shinchan. And the kind of equipment that allows you to go anywhere is a spacesuit. So I wanted to have this spacesuit, but at the same time a spacesuit that kind of looked like a knight, like a samurai. Japanese people were descendants of samurai. So I wanted to have some silhouette that looked somewhere in between this samurai, this knight image.
I know we've got some exclusive images here of how you and Shinkawa actually came up with the concept of the logo. So maybe we'll sort of take a look at those and you can tell us about how you sort of developed these. So this is some of the first.
初出しなんですけど。
So this is the first time we're showing this.
Yes.
見えるかな。
Yeah.
So yeah.
左のやつが最初にしんちゃんが上げてきたやつで。
So the one in the left is the one that Shinchan brought up first.
これはちょっとあまりにも戦う人に見えるんで。
Now this looked too battle oriented.
もっと宇宙服というか基本は、エヴァスーツと呼んでますけど、船外活動捜索スーツと僕は呼んでるんですけど、そういう、宇宙服に見えるものをと甲冑をちょっとブレンドしたような形にしてくれっていうので、しんちゃんとキャッチボールしながらどんどん。
Now the idea was a spacesuit, so I call it an EVA, suit for extravehicular activity. So I wanted something that looked more like a blend of this EVA suit and this armor. So the concept, we took the concept, kept evolving it.
でね、右のやつはちょっとロボットに見えるんで人が入ってるように見えないといけない。
Now the one on the right looked too much like a robot, and I wanted to make it clear that there's a human inside it.
次。
So let's go next one.
で、左のやつはちょっと宇宙服すぎるっていう。
Now the one on the left, this is too much of like a spacesuit straight up.
でこの頭の形が結構気に入ってるというか、中世っぽくてしかもドームになってるっていう。
Now for the ones on the right, I really liked how the helmet looks. It looks somewhere between a spacesuit, but also like a medieval helmet.
で生命時装置というかランドセルを作ると宇宙服に見えるので、どんな空間、どんな次元でも入ってくるってことで、ああいう形に変化しました。
So, and when you add like something like a backpack, it starts looking more like a spacesuit, like something that where you carry devices to keep alive. So that addition definitely made it look closer to what I wanted.
で、次、はい。で、次ロゴですね、これ。
And now this is for the logo.
で、いろいろありますけど。
So we have several kinds here, several
会社
variations.
のロゴとしてはあんまりよろしくないんですけど、骸骨なんで。
I mean, it's a school, so it's probably not quite appropriate for a company logo.
でもかっこよく見せたいということで。
But I really wanted it to be something that looked cool.
で、ちょっと次のやつ。 次、
Next one.
でこれ完成ですね。
And this is the final product.
Wow.
はい、で次。
Next
これ
one.
が、最終項ですね、設定。
Now this is the final version of the
でオレ
character.
ンジの丸いものがあると思うんですけど、
So I think you can see there like small orange objects.
なんかテクノロジー的にこう、アイコンみたいなの欲しかったんで、僕チューリング好き、チューリングマシンの回転するコンピューターのああいうギミックみたいなものを意図的に入れています。
So I wanted to have like something that looked really technological, that has this techy feeling. I'm a huge fan of Turing, so I wanted to put something like the Turing machines, in Turing's computer, something that has that feeling, that a gimmick like that. So that's this orange part.
で僕らが遊びを届けるっていうことで最初剣持ってましたけどやっぱり剣じゃないので、スピアみたいに見えるんですけど実はあれをポンとすると旗が出てきてフラッグが出てきて、ご自分のマークがたなびくっていうそういう設定にしました。
Now I wanted the whole concept again to be the ones that deliver the play, the fun. So well, it had a sword, but we decided that it was not a good idea as a sword. So the one that it looks kind of like a spear, but it is actually when it puts it in the ground, it is a flag that is waving the Kojima Productions logo.
で次
So
これ中ですね中。
and that's inside the
で
head.
これはロボットじゃなくて中に人が入って、ここの骸骨状のものは日本の甲冑でこういうここにつけるやつがあるんですけどそれの、骸骨になります。
So I wanted this not to be a robot, but to have a person inside. And now what you see there, like a skull, is the equivalent of what you have in Japanese medieval armors. That they have these pieces that cover the face. That's the part of the skull, the equivalent.
はい、で次これで終わりですか。で
Next one, please. There we go.
これバックパック。
And that's the backpack.
めくってください。
Next one, please.
はいはい。これ皆さんご存知ですよ。
And I think you've seen this. You're familiar with this.
設定をもとにモデリングしたやつですね。
This is what we modeled based on the EVA concept.
はい。
Wow. Yeah, it's amazing to see how much effort goes into making the logo and the character. How long was this process of you and the team working on this? Did it take months, weeks?
12月に会社立ち上げた時は4人しかいなかったんで、しんちゃんと僕でキャッチボールして、ロゴは作ったんですけど、このモデリングする人がいなかったんで、日本の非常に有名な CG スタジオに発注しました。
So I had this EVA concept, but when we established the company back in December, it was only 4 people. So I did it. Me and Shinchan, we went back and forth and made the logo. But at that point, we didn't have anyone that could create the model itself. So we went to a very famous company in Japan for computer graphic modeling.
で、あまり出来がよろしくなかったので、引き上げて、うちで作ったのがこのモデルです。
But the output of that wasn't necessarily that good for us, so we took it back and developed that in-house.
でちょうどたまたまそのガベラって日本の映画が、去年ティザーがあったのそれをやってた、若いそのモデラーの子が、入りたいということで、ゴジプロに参加したので彼にこのモデリングやってもらいました。
And right at that time, I don't know if you're familiar with it, there's a Japanese movie called Gamera. Actually, a teaser was shown last year. And a young modeler that was part of that team, he wanted to join our team. So he joined our team and he was working on this model.
でこのモデルは結構かかってますねだから。
So yeah, we did put some time in this model. Probably a month and a half or 2.
まあ一人でやってます。
I mean, he did it alone, so.
Yeah.
Hi.
Wow. Well, it's amazing to see that this new image and icon for Kojima Productions. A lot of people, when they first saw this, wondered, oh, is that Norman Reedus' face in there? Whose face is that?
これ昨日ノーアにも聞かれたんですけど。
Actually, yesterday when we were with Norman Reedus
一緒に
asked
ご飯
me
食べ
like,
た時に。
yeah, we were having dinner with Norman
あ
Reedus.
れ俺が着てた
I said like, hey Hideo, so that's my suit and that's what I wear in the game and battle with it.
でそうじゃないです。これは
No,
ゲ
so-
ームとは関係なく
And
て。
that's not the case. I mean, this is
これ
unrelated
は
to the
あくま
game.
でもコジプロのアイコン
This is the Kojima Productions company icon.
で、この後ちょっと見てもらうものがあるんですけど、あの顔はもともと僕を 3D キャプチャーしたやつなんですよ。
So there's something we'll show you
Nagane
after
hide
this,
this,
but for the face, the person inside actually it's Hideo himself. The data of his face, the scan of
1
his face.
月の末にマーク・サニーさんといろんなスタジオを回った時にソニーさんの CG スタジオサンディエゴのスタジオに行ってでそこで実験的に 3D スキャンを僕やってもらったんでそのデータを元は使ってます。
So this year, at the end of January, we went to a tour on the world for technology, and we went to also to the studios that Sony has here in San Diego, and there they captured my the 3D data of my face for testing, and that same test data is what we used to put under this.
でスタッフのとこ行くと僕の顔が
So
その
it's
ま
your
ま出てるんでいや
face?
ここであまりにも気持ち悪いんでちょっと直せっていうことでかなり修正加えたのがこれ
And the thing is, it got really creepy, but because every time I went with my staff, I saw my face in there, so it was creepy. So I asked them to modify it a little bit.
もうねわざと僕の顔を出してるんですよ、ね、
And the thing is, they intentionally put it out like I'm coming close, and they put my face in there, so
Okay.
I can see it, and yeah, it got creepy.
All right, so that's actually you under all that armor. That's funny.
実は
Well, we have something really special for people
Yeah,
today
to the field, it's not
that I don't think they're
nice.
expecting related to this. And you and the team have been working very hard. You finished the E3 teaser. You're also working on something brand new to show people here for the first time. Can you tell us a bit about what we're about to see?
どんなものを見せてもらうんでしょうか。
コジプロのロゴムービーですかね。
So we're about to show you the Kojima Productions logo movie.
で本当はこう1月ぐらいにその CG スタジオに頼んだんですけど、まああまり僕らの思ってるもんじゃなかったんで引き上げて、E3 ティザー終わってから作りました。だから
So this
2ヶ月も1ヶ月ちょっとかな。
So this original is what we had this Japanese company working on back in January, but we had to take back, and we started working on it after E3. So it probably took us a month and a little bit more.
本当は E3 のティザーの前にこれがつくはずだったんですけど。
So originally the idea was to have this this animation that we're going to use to show you, like the battle robe before the teaser,
Yes.
as introduction to the teaser. But well, we couldn't have it in
世
time.
界初公開。
So it's world first. You're going to be the first one to see it.
It's made by Kojima Productions with the team there. You guys are going to love it. Here is the world premiere of the logo movie for Kojima Productions. Please enjoy. That was incredible, and that was made by the team at Kojima Productions, right?
そうですそうです全部音も含めて。
Everything, sound and everything.
Wow. Well, it's great to see the team being able to build that. And, we saw the whale jumping. We saw planting the flag. It looked like the moon underwater. Can you tell us sort of what the vision was or what you wanted to communicate with that?
まず最初海底みたいなところ歩いてる。
So first, it looks like it's walking deep beneath the sea.
で、ルーデンスが踏むと足型が出る。これはアポロのオマージュ。
So it looks when Ludens steps, it looks like the
まあ
footprints
新
is an homage
天
to
地
Apollo.
に一歩残すみたい
It's
な。
putting your footprints in a new land in somewhere.
本当は足跡が三葉虫になって動き出してバーッと進化していくっていうことも言ったんですけど、そんな時間はありませんと言われて。
So I actually requested the team, have the footprints move and evolve into something, but the team told me like, no, we don't have time for that.
で、海のようなところを歩いていて、海でも何でもいいんですけど、その人が行かない、深海のイメージ、人があんまり行かないようなところに遊びを届けに行くということです。
So it looks like it's walking somewhere in the ocean, and it can be the ocean or a new planet. The whole idea is going somewhere where other people haven't been.
で、 何者かがこうバーッと巨大なものが前を通過するとバーッと
And have something gigantic cross in front of you.
Your mic is off.
Sorry.
There you go.
Sorry. So the whole idea of this was to have going somewhere that no one has ever been to, and then you have something big, huge crossing in front of the character.
でルーデンスがまあスイッチを切り替えると、まあ、海中だったと思ってたのが、まあ、宇宙のどっかの惑星である。
So when Ludens turns his switch, then what you're led to believe that was the ocean turns out that it was in a different planet.
でスピアをポンとやると旗が出て、
Lands his spear, and then you can see the flag.
でクジラがバッとこうブリーチングする。
And you have the huge whale.
でそれも現実なのか VR なのかわからない感じのエフェクト。
And has an effect that it makes it hard to see if it's real or if it's just digital.
で最初に通ってた何者かも、ルーデンスのこの槍の一突きで、まあ、遊び心でブリーチングしていると。
So the whole idea is that this massive thing that crosses Ludens at the beginning, when Ludens puts his flag, it tries to have fun, tries to play, and that's why it's.
まあ世界に遊びを届けましたみたいな。
So it's like Ludens bringing the play, the fun there, like, in such a way that the whale is
あ
playing.
んまり説明したらよくないねこれ。
But it gets really boring when you explain all this stuff.
Well, it looks amazing.
短いんで何回も見てください。
It's really short, so play it over and over, please.
Yes, maybe you guys want to see it again, maybe one more time? Let's see it one more time. The logo movie for Kojima Productions for the first time here at Comic-Con. Check it out.
「ロゴムービー」なんで目立ってはいけないんですよ。本編に影響を与えないように、しないといけないんで、本当ならこれがロゴムービーじゃなかったらもっと濃いものにしたんですけど、まあ、このぐらいの感じです。
And because it's a logo movie, it can't stand out too much. It can have an impact on what you see after that, the actual product. So I wanted to make something a little bit more elaborated, but I made up an effort to keep it simple.
Well, it looks great. I think everyone sees this, and obviously their mind goes to, well, how will this relate to the game, this character? You put all this effort into it. Will we see the Luden in the game in any form? Is this an enemy, or how will it link to Death Stranding at all?
デス・ストランディングには出ないです。
No, Ludens won't be in Death Stranding.
まあでもなんか皆さん作ってくださいこれで映画なりアニメなり
But
ゲームなり。
people can play with this character. You go ahead and put it in your fan work or whatever.
Yes.
Movies stuff.
Yeah, it seems really, really fun what you've done with it. And let's get now to talk about some of the toys that you guys are building. It's amazing to see what's come together based on this. And I know we're going to talk a little bit about them. But maybe tell us about what we have in front of us and these three toys that we're revealing here at Comic-Con for the first time.
まあデス・ストランディングが作ってる途中なんで、デス・ストランディングのフィギュアとかはもっと後になります。
So we're still working on Death Stranding. So if we have figures for Death Stranding, it will be more in the future.
なんで皆さんになんか遊ぶもんがないと困ると思ったんで、急遽。
So we wanted to have something for you to play with, something to have fun with. It's just for Icon, but we wanted to have something to give to you.
これがですね、6分の1サイズで。
So this is scale 1/6.
センチネルさんの。
It's from 1,000 toys.
これランプもつきますし、これ原
It's
型
a
です。
small lamp. It's just a
で
prototype,
これフル稼働。
and it will move.
非常にすごい出来なんで。
It will have complete movement, so it's gonna be pretty good.
どうですかこれ。
What do you think?
Looks amazing with the light up and everything there. What do you guys think? Looks cool?
実際はもっとこのここバイザーのとこもっと透明になって骸骨見えます。
So the finished product, the visor will look more transparent.
これ開けたりもできると。
And also you will be able to open it.
で
See your
続
face?
きましてネンドロイド
Next one, the Nendoroid.
これがですね普通のサイズこれなんですけど
So this is the standard size of an Nendoroid.
これは大きいサイズのやつ
So this is the big sized Nendoroid.
でこれも透明になります中骸骨に
And this will be transparent and you'll be able to see the skull inside.
これ非常にいいと思います
This one, I like it a lot.
でこちらちょっと届かないですけどピグマさんの
So this one is the Figma is scale 112. It's an action
は
figure.
いこれもいい出来です
This one also is coming up really good.
まあ原型なんでここからどんどん良くなる
And they're still prototypes, so from here they
こ
will
の完成品ですし
have much more
塗
development.
装済みのや
And of course, when they come out, they will be fully painted. And
つ
everything.
で、ここにはないですけど寿屋さんからもプラモデル
And we don't have them here, but also a
制
plastic
作中な
model.
んでサイラントルプスで出したところです
We're also working on a plastic model with Kotobukiya. They're the guys that made the Sahelanthropus.
あとプライムワンスタジオさんから3分の1スタチューなんでここなんですかね
And also with Prime One Studios, we're working on a scale 1/3 statue, so it will be pretty big.
はいそれも、まあ、制作中なんで、
So we're all working on that.
はいまあ、皆さんの、ね、家にもルーデンスを
So
遊び心を
hopefully you can have a Ludens, something that wants you to play at home with you.
Yeah, well, they look incredible, and hopefully we'll see them
素晴らしい出来ですね。
all coming soon.
じゃあもうすぐ
いや
発売です。
それ結構かかります
Sorry, actually it is looking like it will
しば
take
ら
a
くお
little
待ち
bit.
ください
So please be patient.
まあデスストランディングよりは早いです
I mean, it will be faster than Death Stranding.
Yes, well, let's talk a little bit about Death Stranding, because obviously you had a big E3, big announcement, big surprise. You're on my show and you had the DS shirt. No one knew what it was.
僕の番組で DS シャツで
Surprised there
何
you
も
were.
分からなかった。
Faster than light, as you said,
そう
Hideo,
光
too,
より
walking down on
秀中で言っ
stage
たように
to
光が
announce the game. So how has the reaction been since E3 to Death
か
Stranding?
らデス・ストランディングの反応はどんなものですか？
非常に良くてですよびっくりします良すぎて
I'm impressed. It's good. It's almost too good. I'm really impressed.
もう裸のおっさんが子供抱いてるだけなんでそれで大丈夫かってみんながうちのスタッフは心配してましたけど絶賛されたんで非常
I
に
mean,
安心しま
because
した
it is in the end, it's a naked middle-aged guy holding a baby, and everyone in stuff was like, no one will like that. But well, I'm really happy that people liked it.
僕はいけると思ったんですけどスタッフが一番びっくりしてました
I mean, I was convinced that this would do well and people would like it, but my team was really worried, and they had so many doubts.
カニとおっさんのケツしか出えへん
You can always see crabs, an old man, someone's butt. So who will like
それ
that?
でね E3 ですごい世界の強豪と戦わないといけないんでみんながちょっと心配してま
So
した
with that is what we had to compete with everyone at E3, and with the major players at E3. So
まあ
everyone was
評価の
worried.
9割はノーマンですありがとうご
But
ざ
I
います
mean, we know that 90% of everyone's reactions were to Norman, so we're very thankful for that.
And Norman was happy, right? You saw him.
ノーマンすごい喜んでますよ、はい
Yeah, Norman was
も
really
う
happy.
すご
about
い
it.
やる気満々でしたから
He looks really motivated right now.
Well, it's a great reaction and an amazing piece with the music and everything coming together. I think a lot of fans, when they saw that, wondered like, well, what is the game? Is this just a teaser that sort of sets a tone, but it's not really the game? How are we going to play? Can you maybe tell us a bit about like the status of production of the game? Like what we saw there, is that a piece of the game?
ですねいろんな実験をしてます今エンジンもうすぐ決まるんですけど
So right now we're making several tests, and we almost have the engine.
でティザーはビジュアルの実験で作ったものです
The teaser was something that we did through experiments for the visuals for how the game will
で
look.
別にまた違うエンジンでゲーム性の実験もやってます
And separately aside from that, in a different engine, we're doing some tests for the gameplay.
でこの間のティザーもですね、カットシーンですけど止めると デストランディングの中を歩いたりできるんで、リアルタイムのゲームはゲームです。
So on the teaser, it is a cutscene, but when you stop it, you can move the camera around and walk inside Death Stranding. So it is rendered in real time, and it is part.
で作りたい映像、作りたい世界観の実験と、新しいゲーム性がちょっと不安なので、そこを確認を取りながら、やってきたので、ようやくそこの結論というか、このままいけそうっていうのが分かってきたので、今後はエンジンを一つに決めて、そのエンジンで本格的に作り出すと。
So I was trying to come up with what kind of world would we be able to visually express, and also at the same time I had my concerns of how many of the gaming elements we would be able to put in there, and I was, it's looking like it's coming together. We're reaching a point where I can see where this is going. So we just now need to are about to settle on an engine, and from there start full development.
でシーンもゲーム中には出てくるシーンです。
And that scene will be in the game.
So you walk around the beach, and who knows what we do, but there'll be.
Beachを歩いてどういうことするのか。You're really good at it. Nice try. Nice try.
Well, I think a lot of people, have speculated about the teaser, and you're always very smart in sort of hinting at things and elements of the game and this concept of Death Stranding. You've probably seen a lot of the fan theories about what does this mean. One thing that I've thought about is the idea of, sort of death and sort of, replaying games and sequences and that sort of whole cycle that we're very used to in games, right? Where we have, skirmish in an area, we may defeat the enemy, we may not, and we may have to go back and sort of play again and play through. When you think about the gameplay and the experience for Death Stranding, do you think this concept of sort of the rope and the stick, will that factor into sort of how you play and how your character may sort of, sort of respawn or resurrect through the world? Is that something you're thinking about?
そういうことを考えたんでしょうか。
これは E3 でもちょっと言いましたけど、人間が発明した道具に棒と縄があって、棒は、悪しきものを遠ざけるために発明した道具で、その次に発明したのが、良きものを結びつける、自分に近づけるために発明したのが縄。この2つがあって今の僕らがあるっていう。
So this is something that I mentioned at E3, but you have the human beings have these two basic tools: the stick that is used to create distance between you and something else, the rope that is used to tie something to bring something close to you that you want.
で、デス・ストランディングも基本アクションなんですけど、よく考えてみると、僕この道30年なんですけど、自分が作ったゲームもやっぱり全部棒で戦ってるゲームばっかりなんですよ。周りを見てみると。
So, and for Death Stranding, it is an action game. You'll be able to perform different actions. But when I thought of it, I've been doing this for 30 years, and even all the games that I do have been games where you use sticks to fight.
銃とかでもそうです。
Sticks and guns and whatever, and that's what you see out there, and even the games I created.
コープができると言っても、やっぱり銃を持ってユーザー同士が何かと立ち向かう、もしくは、オンラインゲームっていうのはユーザー同士が銃を向け合って戦う。だから棒で殴り合いながらつながりを持ってるっていう、そういう関係のゲームしかやっぱないんですよ。
And even when you make co-op games, online games, you have the users playing between them, but using guns, using sticks, or online games where they are using sticks to fight within each other. So it's all stick-based.
なんで DS は当然その棒を持たせないと皆さん不満が残ると思うんで、別に銃を使ったり棒を持ったりしてもいいんですけど、そういうもので進みながらも違うつながり方、縄的なつながりを最終的に、味わえるような新しいゲームです。ちょっとこれ以上はまだ言えませんけど。
So for DS, for Death Stranding, I will put sticks in there, guns or whatnot, because I'm pretty sure that people won't like it if there's nothing like that there. They won't be used to it. But I also want for people to connect, to have these ropes within the game in a different way. this is what I want to propose her, and that's as much as I will say. Probably I should stop there.
でティザーのねジャンルよく SF なのかホラーなのかスピリチュアルなものなのかとか聞かれるんですけど、ジャンルで縛りたくはないんですけど、あれを見た人が SF で解釈、科学的な解釈、オカルトの解釈、ホラーの解釈とかいろいろ哲学的に解釈できるようにいろんな仕掛けを入れてます。だからいろんな興味を持った人がデス・ストランディングを自分の一番得意分野で語れるような想像できるような、ティザーではあると思います。
Now, as for the teaser, a lot of people ask me, is that horror? Is that something spiritual? I didn't want to tie the genre too much, so I put in there elements where people that are like science fiction, that like science, that like occultism, that like philosophy, that like horror, they can take their own interpretation from these different standpoints and imagine and talk about what they think the game will be from these different standpoints. I wanted to open these elements there.
すごくいろんな要素を盛り込んでるゲームなんで。
So I'm putting a lot of elements in this game. So yeah.
Are you, you know, a lot of people wonder about the team now building. I think you've gotten a lot of resume from people who want to join Kojima Productions after seeing that at E3. Where are you? Are you writing a script now for the game? Are you thinking, like, where are you at in production?
今チームでいろんな履歴書が多分送られたと思いますが、今何をしてるんですか？スクリプトを書いてるとかどういう段階なんですか？
ですね、スクリプトプロットと、まず実験をやってます。で設定もやりつつ、キャラクターのデザインとか、ちょっと言ったらあかんこと言いそうになったんです。で、それやりながらスクリプトの手前ですね、まだちょっと確証しないといけないことがいっぱいあるので、それをやりながら日々こう前に進んでいくっていうところで、ディテールはまだちょっとそこまでいけてませんけど。
So I'm working on the plot. I'm doing tests, many tests. I'm trying to figure out what the settings for all this story will be, some character design, and he was about to say something that he shouldn't say and stop there. So so I'm working on no, I don't have the script quite yet, but I'm on a preliminary phase of the script because there are elements that I don't know how much I will be able to put in there, and yeah, I'm not working on the details on the specifics yet.
The dialogue, things like that haven't started for.
セリフとかその辺はまだ。
セリフはまだです。プロットも決まってますけど、設定もちょっと細かなところでは、日々変わってます。名称とかも。
Yeah, no dialogues yet. The plot, there's an overall plot. I'm working on the settings on how, on what things will be. Day in and day out, they keep changing. The terminology keeps changing.
例えば、プロットの中に津波が来て、こんなシーンはないですよ。津波が来て、街が全部流されるシーンがあるとします。プロットの中に。
So let's say in the plot we have a scene where a tsunami comes and takes out the city. And by the way, there's no scene like this in the game.
で、その津波ができるかどうかっていう実験はちょっと別でしないといけないんで、津波のプログラムを組んで、どのぐらいの街が壊れて、どのぐらいに流されるのが実現できるかっていうその処理スピードとかも精査しないといけないんで、そういうのをこれから順番にやっていくっていうところです。
So, you know, I'm trying to figure out technologically how big of a tsunami we can make. We can render how big of a city and how much can it be washed away, the speed of processing and all this, how much we can do. This is a kind of process that we need to figure out before we know if we can actually make a scene like that.
All right, well, we can't wait to hear more about it. We have some questions here from the fan who been here, wanted to be a part of it. So you guys submitted some questions, and we're going to ask some of them here to Mr. Kojima. First question is, if you could work with anyone in the film and game industry that you haven't worked with before, who would you like to collaborate with?
やっぱりカーペンターもしくはダリオ・アルジェント。
Probably
シーンとしてますけど。
a Carpenter or Dario Argento, and no one reacted to that.
シーンとしてます。
No reaction?
All right. Next question. What's your favorite movie been so far this year?
今年で一番今のところ一番好きな
ですね、それ決めてるんですけど、日本に帰ってから秀中の、2016年上半期映画ベスト10というのを収録しますので、それを見てください。
So I do have my favorite movie. I know which one it is, but after this I fly back to Japan and we're gonna record Hideo Tube, the next episode, which will be the best 10 movies of the first half of the year. So yeah, look forward to that.
今年の1月から6月ぐらいまで新作映画、85本ぐらい見てますけど、その中のベスト10を決めてます。
So far from this year, from January to June, I've seen like 85 new movies. So I have my top 10 from those.
非常に決めるの難しいですけど。
So yeah, it's hard to make a list like this.
That's a lot of movies. And games too. I'm sure you've been playing games too,
ゲ
right?
ームも結構やって
ゲー
ますか？
ムほとんどやってない。
No, I barely played games.
日本に帰ったらポケモン GO をやりたい。
Going back to Japan, I'll probably play Pokemon Go.
ポケモンですね。何年前かな。ゴールドとシルバーでしたっけ。あれをすんごいやりました。
Pokemon, I think it was a few years ago. I played Pokemon Gold and Silver a lot. I even started playing other people's Pokemon. That game I played a
実はポケ
lot.
モンものすごい好きだったんですよ。
So I used to like a lot of
最
Pokemon.
近のやつはやってなかった。
I haven't played the recent ones.
ちょっとポケモン GO はやりたいんですけど、出遅れてしまったんで。
I want to play Pokemon Go, but I think I'm getting behind everyone right now.
Just came out in Japan?
日本で出たばっかりなんですよ。
そうです。そうです。
Yeah, it just came
ツイッ
out.
ター見てるとね、先を越された感がありますね。
Yeah, so I'm reading my Twitter and just like
タイ
I
ム
would,
ラインはもうポケモン GO ばっかりなんで。
the timeline, everyone is talking about Pokemon Go, and I'm feeling like I'm being left behind.
Pikachu will be yours, right?
ピカチュウ。
Pikachu?
ピカチュウはどうでもいいかな。
I don't care about Pikachu.
All right, moving on to the next question. If you could give your 25-year-old self any advice, what would you say?
25歳の自分にアドバイスをするとしたら何ですか？どういうアドバイスをしますか？
俺もね、25歳ということは27
27
年前。25歳という。
25 years is probably 27 years ago.
スナッチャー作ってた頃かな。
I think I was working as a Snatcher back then.
25年前の秀夫。
Hey Hideo, from 25 years
一
ago,
人でずっと孤独で戦ってるやろ。
you
辛いやろ。
feel like you're fighting alone and it's hard and you don't even want to live. It's so hard to get through all this.
25年経っても同じやぞ。
25 years later, nothing changes. It's all the same.
安心しろみたいな。
Don't worry.
Excellent answer. Let's see. Have you ever considered doing a screenplay for a movie or TV show?
映画かテレビショーのスクリプトを書こうと思ったことありますか？
ですね、映画は撮りたかったんですけど、なかなか映画やるとゲーム作れなくなるんで、一時期オファーがいっぱいありました。脚本だけならできるでしょって言って。
I wanted to actually make a movie. I've been thinking about that, but if I start working on a movie, I cannot work in games. So I did, but then I did get some offers of writing scripts because just writing a script should be good.
なんでその脚本までか分かりませんけど、プロットなんかはデス・ストランディングをやりながらできるので、機会があればやりたいなと思ってますけど、自分が監督とかするとちょっと今はできません、全然。
No, and if it's just the script, well, I don't know about the script. Maybe if it's just working on the plot, I think I could do it in parallel with Death Stranding. If it comes down to directing and doing everything, I don't think I can handle it in parallel. But yeah, I would. If the right offer comes, I would love to.
Fun. This next question is: What innovations in video games are you currently interested in?
今興味あるゲーム
やっぱり VR とか AR ですね。
Yeah, I think that would be virtual reality, augmented reality.
誰もがやったことないの早いもん勝ちなんで本当はやりたいんですけど、ちょっと今はできないです。
I mean, right now, the faster you get there, when you do something that no one else has done, and with this new technology, you can do that. But I wish I could do that. Right now, I don't think it's the right time to work on that. For me, I cannot work on that, but I wish I could.
This next question is simple. How are you inspired, Mr. Kojima? What
どういう
inspires you?
どうやってインスピレーションを得るんですか？
これもよく聞かれるんですけど、
I get that
まあ
question often,
なん
but
でしょうね、映画を見て本を読んで音楽聴いていろんな国に行っていろんな人と会う、それだけだと思うんです。インプットがあればアウトプットが出てくるので、本当に単純な話ですけど、いろんなものを食べていろんなものを出すっていうそれだけです。
well, I watch a lot of movies, I read books, I listen to music, I go to different countries and meet different people, and I think it just comes down to that. It's real simple. The more input you have, the more output you're able to give. The more you eat, the more you're able to take.
皆さんと同じですよ。
It's the same as you, as everyone here.
Yes, have life experience. This next question is,
そういう質問。
what are the themes of Death Stranding? There's a lot going on in the world today. Not all of it good. Are there any particular social issues that you want to tackle? Death Stranding, Metal Gear's always had, family, nuclear. It's been things we've talked about.
デスタンディングはどういうテーマですか？特に今いろんな社会問題とか必ずしもいいものが起こってないんですけど。
どこまで言っていいんですかね。
It's hard to know to think how far should I say here.
What do you guys think? How far should he say?
どこまで言ってほしいですか？全部。
あまり言うとみんな怒るんでね、ネタバレや。
No, because if I say too much, people will say spoilers, and won't like it.
描かれる時代は今とはちょっと違うんですけど、世界というかなんですけど、その世界を体験していくと、今まさに皆さんが感じているいろんな、あるいは悩んでいたり、そういうことがテーマになっています。その答えでいいですかね。
The time, it's a different time. It's to say a different world there, but what you will experience there will relate to a lot to feelings, to problems that everyone has nowadays. Is that kind of answer good?
全然違う世界の話に見えて、そうじゃなくて自分たちの、リアルに生きている、社会とかを投影していると思っていただければいいと思います。
So it will look like something from a completely different world, something that has nothing to do with you, and then, but it will feel like, it will end up feeling like that's like something that is very associated to what you go to in real society in your day-to-day life.
All right, well, we can't wait to hear more about it. Speaking of Death Stranding, you guys probably saw this already, but we just want to show the trailer, the announcement from E3 that you guys can view here. This version may skip a little bit, but you've obviously seen it at E3, so let's take a look at the E3 reveal of Death Stranding.
Death Stranding のリビューちょっと。
Faintly, I'll go to take this head on. Soon I'll come around. Lost and never found, waiting for my words, seen but never heard, buried underground.
incredible. I think all of us are so proud of you, Mr. Kojima, for coming back so quickly and surprising us at E3 with the news of Death Stranding and that teaser and Norman Reedus. And I imagine now you'll work with him again now for the game coming soon?
また近々またノーマンと仕事するんでしょうか。
はい。
Yep. Yes.
Well, we can't wait.
楽しみです。
Excellent.
ノーマンはそのウォーキングデッドがあるので、そのウォーキングデッドを撮ってない時にやる。
So yeah, we have to time it. Norman is working on The Walking Dead, so when he's not shooting Walking Dead, we have to think of the schedule.
I'm sure it'll be a lot of work for him, obviously, with all the capture and everything around it. So it'll be a big project. All right. Well, we can't wait to hear more about Death Stranding in the future. I want to thank all of you guys for joining us here at Comic-Con, and thank Mr. Kojima for joining us here for this live stream. And of course, we look forward to hearing more soon about Death Stranding, and the toys will be available coming soon. From except this one, which he's taking home with him. All right, well, thank you all for watching very much, and thank you, Mr. Kojima, everyone. Hideo Kojima, once again. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a great Comic-Con.